coding program. And for students, when they see this, they're going to see the project page. And the project page has instructions for you as a teacher. Students can tweak the code to show exactly how many they want. After they've answered, they can discuss how they grouped and added dots together. Different students will see patterns in different ways. So if we click back inside, students can be told the instructions at the beginning, or if they've done a little bit of coding before, they can read through the code and try to guess what will happen. So when this sprite is clicked, it'll hide. So then I can test that out. Whoa, that one's gone. And then when A key is pressed, I create a clone of myself. Well, I pressed the A key on this one. If I click on ball 2, I can see the code for ball 2. The S key. Now, it created a clone, but because it's hidden, both of them are invisible. So if we reset, and I press the A key for the first ball, the S key, D, F, and G, I've created 2 rows. And I can continue to do that if I so wish, or I can do this. There's lots of different ways. So here students could say, well, I created a pattern. The first column has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Second column has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they might start to pick up on the fact that it goes down by 1 each time and say, this one's 4, this one's 3, this one's 2. So they have different ways of maneuvering things around. The code that they've learned so far is when they press a letter on the keyboard, it changes by moving the sprite itself. It makes another one below it and another one below that if they keep pressing it. So that's the first thing they'll notice. Also, if we click on them, they disappear. Or they should disappear. There we go. Of course, it doesn't work when I need it to. And I can see that I can change things. So there's a lot of things we could do with this. So as a teacher, I could say, okay, the first thing I want you to do is show me 12. So for students, they might say, okay, there's 2 and 3, there's 5 now. There's 10, there's 12. And that's what one student might show. But there might be another student in the class who shows it a different way. Hopefully someone will see that this is 6 and 6. But another student might say, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then they say, I've got 12 right here. And again, there's 2 rows of 6 here, and they're done. Another student might want to make it into more of a pattern. So they might say, well, I'm going to press the S key, D key, F key, then the D, F key, and just the F key, so that I've got things going down this way. Then maybe they'll want to bring G in and create something like this. So they've got 9, 10, 11, 12, and they say, oh no, I've got 13, I've got 1 too many. So they have to problem solve that, and they might get rid of 1 right here. So I have 9 plus 1 plus 2 more. So there's lots of different ways for students to show their work with this program. And the neat part is after they've used it as a program to count, then they can move on and they can start to play with the code. So they might want to change this, being ball 5, they might want to change it so that it will react when the number 5 is pressed instead. So if someone presses the number 5, then more show up. And they can change the code on each one. So they can take the F key, and if that's ball 4, they can change that to work when someone presses the number 4. Clicking to make it disappear, they could change that as well. They could click it to make it grow. There's lots of different options. Again, you can't really mess up because they just reset the program. they're not saving it. So each time they change something, if they need to change and go back to the beginning or start over, they just click the green flag again. What I found students in a grade 1-2 class really enjoyed doing was say taking ball 5, and once they understood they could go to costumes up here, they wanted to pick different colors, and they started adding patterns into their counting so they could start to individualize how they were counting better and show it in a different way. So I thought that was pretty neat as well.